Brennan, you want another shot? And this is today's hangover. All right, we live. And here we go.
Joder, gran puta, bo. We at it again. We're at it again.
You ready?
No te cómo está.
Pues sabes que yo bien.
Mm-hmm. Cuban accent, Cuban accent. Cuban accent, Cuban accent.
Well, I went regular accent. All right, so go ahead, man. It's real talk right there, man. We don't want to start it or what?
No, you go.
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah.
Dude, I hate my car.
Well, don't say you don't say that about your car, because then the next day your car won't turn on. The car knows when you're talking shit. You don't say that. You don't say that. When you get home, I want you to say, "Hey, baby, I love you," and you tap that home prayer right there.
It's been 3 times.
You
man.
don't say that about your car, man.
I've had 3 cars in my life, man.
You're all about
3
that bad juju, ain't
cars.
you? Huh?
All of them fucking suck. All of them. And you know what? The middle one was probably the best one, but that's the one I mistreated the most, man. Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm telling you, the Beamer I got now.
The term took for granted.
The Beamer I have right now. This son of a bitch, when I first got this car, first of all, don't ever get a salvage car. If you do that shit, the paperwork is gonna it means it was fucking totaled according to the insurance. And honestly, I don't know if that's what it means, but it means it was totaled and it was in bad accident, and now it's salvaged, not clean. So I didn't know. I got that bullshit ass car, and I was like, oh, I got a fucking deal. Beamer, $1,500. Come mierda, man. Paperwork alone, I spent about $400. Paperwork alone. And you know what this motherfucker did? I went on a date. She lived in Universal City. I went to go pick her up. And I took the Beamer, you know. So I'm like, all right, cool, you know, I'm cruising down this fucking freeway and shit and everything. And I put her up to her house and the car starts like shaking and everything. I was like, what the fuck?
This is the Beamer?
Yeah, the Beamer, man. This is a fucking Beamer. And it starts shaking. I'm like, oh, fuck, come on. All right, you're good, you know. Start driving back and I pick her up. I'm like, all right, look, I don't mean to scare you, but I need to turn everything off, like the lights and all that shit. Something's wrong with my car. It feels like it's dying. So I'm on the freeway, lights off at night. Everything, you know, turn off the radio and all that shit. I'm fucking cruising down, dude. And I'm like, dude, if I stop, this shit's gonna die. I fucking know it. So when I get off, and I got off on the fucking exit on Sunset in the 101 by the Denny's, right when I got off and I hit that stop sign, that fucker died on me.
With the girl?
With the girl, and she's like, what happened? I don't know what the fuck you mean what happened. The motherfucker's dead. The motherfucker's dead, dude. I start cruising down and I'm fucking out the window waving people down like, let me pass. Let me pass. I'm running this shit because this shit's dead.
I'm riding on neutral. I'm riding on neutral. Let me go.
I'm going down the whole time. Car dead. And you know how far I made that shit? Kid you not, I made it to fucking Van Ness. From fucking Santa Monica. No, wait, what is that? Sunset, my bad. From
and
Sunset.
For those who don't know, if he made it to Van Ness, that's home.
Oh, no, my bad. I made it to Van Ness and Santa Monica.
Oh. He ain't home. He's not home. He is not home.
So I made it that far, right, with the car dead and everything. That means I passed Lexington, La Mirada, Virginia. It's pretty good. It's a decent amount. Come on, man. On a dead car. And then I pull up and I was just like, oh man, this is embarrassing. I'm like, I'm probably not even get to like, you know, do the nasty with this girl.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Ooh.
Yeah. But this is why. Because
she a rider, huh?
Because I hit up my homie and I'm gonna call him Marvin. Marvin picks me up, like turns my shit on, you know, and he goes like, dude, it's your alternator, man. It's not, or your battery, one of those. That's why it keeps dying. Car's already dying again. I make it home, dies right there. And I'm like, hey girl, don't even trip. I got another car. I pull out my motherfucking Honda Civic. I put that shit out and I'm like, smell like Windex in here. I pull that bitch out and then she's like, oh, you have 2 cars? That's so cool and everything. I'm like, yeah. We ain't going out though. We were just gonna kick it in the car because I gotta pay for this shit now, you know? So then we pull up and I'm like behind the fucking old school or whatever and shit. And then we do the nasty. The nasty. She was with it, man. She was with it.
You took her to Chinatown, huh?
Yeah, man. Did the nasty. And you know what? That fucking Honda never let me down. Mm-hmm. This Beamer though, fucking first fucking day. First fucking day. I'm like, all right, here, like.
What was the first car you had, man?
The Honda Accord.
Okay, there you go. Do you remember when you had the Honda Accord and we wanted to go to Malibu and we had one of our friends, we're going to call him Storage.
Storage?
So we had Storage, we had you, me, and I think maybe even Joel with us too, which is Joel. And so we had Joel with us, and we're trying to go do we're trying to go chill at Malibu, and your shit fucking turned off, and it was not working. But we parked in the back of Van Ness because I think we were drinking or smoking weed first.
Oh,
in the
my
back of Van Ness,
God.
meaning the back of our old elementary school. So we parked in the back, and I forgot what was it that was wrong with your car, but it was something like that. Storage said. He said, oh, well, if you just bang on that shit real hard.
The fucking starter.
He goes, if you just bang on that shit real hard, it'll start again like that.
I remember
and
that
we
shit.
Spent the whole night in the back of that shit. Just bing, bing, bing. Dude, we felt like fucking blacksmiths and shit like that. We were just out there just boom, dude, just fucking putting it away. Just hoping that we could just go out and turn up, but we just stayed in the fucking neighborhood all night.
That shit wouldn't turn off. Dude, that's piece of shit car, man.
Oh man, but you got that car just straight out of like, oh fuck it, I want this car. I want it. I mean, like I want it now. Like I need a car now. I need a car now. Yeah, like I need a car now.
I wanted a car, but I fucked up with that car, man. That shit had fucking oil leaking in the radiator. I don't even know what the fuck. My fucking water was fucking brown.
Hey, but we were dedicated to try to get that car to start, man. We were just, everybody was giving it a shot. Now you give it a shot.
Dude, that wasn't, you know what happened to me with that car? It fucking died on me on the 101. I was on the way home from my first job, excuse me, and it was around, what street is that? Fucking Alameda, where Union Station's at, like around there. And I'm on the far left, on the fastest lane, and it just fucking died. And I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh my God. And at this time, I had a piece of shit phone. I can't call anyone because I had no fucking service. And I'm like, I want to call my dad. I want to fucking tell him, hey, Dad, help me. You know, that fucking shit is fucking dead on the last fucking lane. And I'm like, do I get out? Like, you know, or like, is someone going to help me? Or like, you know, and I'm like, fuck, dude, if I get out, I'm going to get hit by a fucking car. And right here, the freeway wasn't even that packed, so cars are just flying by, honking at me. People are yelling at me, fill up your tank. I'm like, bitch, you didn't even know what's going on. I'm like, what the fuck?
Fucking cars,
dude,
man.
And I lift up the hood, like thinking like I know what the fuck's going on.
Well, that's what you got to do. That's what you do.
Yeah,
I check my car like at least once a week, not knowing what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I look at it, I'm like, well, like, there's the engine. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with that, you know? I'm like, fuck, dude. I get in, and I'm like, please, Lord, turn this shit on for me. I don't know why you're doing this for me. If this is a lesson, I've been good. I've been going to school. I have been going to work. You know, like, what kind of shit is this?
I've been good. You could ask that.
And then, I kid you not, I went, da, 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 and it went boom, and I hit the fucking gas, and I got off at the nearest exit. I was fucking off. I think it was Glendale, the closest one I got to. Got the fuck off, and I was like, dude, I am never taking the freeway with this piece of shit car. Oh my God, dude. That car was probably the worst car. It was a Honda Accord 91. A squared box piece of shit. It had one purple window. It was fucking, the fucking tint that was like $10 at the Swami or some bullshit.
My brother had a little reliable car, kind of. It was the Tercel. It was a little Tercel. It looked like a little Ninja Turtle, you know. It looked like a little Donatello ass motherfucker. So, it was a nice little compact ass car, 2-door, but it fit 4 people. And that car did everything for us and shit. And so one time my brother was driving and he kind of got hit by a car a little bit, and he had a fender bender on his back tire, on one of his back tires, his back right tire or some shit. And then one day when my brother was out of work, we wanted to just chill and do some shit, but he couldn't drive because since he had that fender bender in the back and he never fixed it, it was hitting the fucking tire. So at any moment that tire could just pop. So I came up with a genius idea, right? I said, dude, put the fucking spare on. That's that little ass fucking donut.
Oh, the little donut.
That little ass donut. We went to the beach. We had a fucking ball that day, man. Hell yeah, we had a fucking ball, man. We didn't give a fuck. We rolled that
Wait,
shit.
So you just put the tire in the back?
Put the tire in the back, rode on that little ass donut that says "Do not drive far."
More than 50 miles.
Oh, that shit.
Don't go faster than 55 and don't go
This
further
is what
than
my
50.
brother said. I'm like, hey, but what it says that goes, I mean, fool, that's what it says. He's like, that's what it says. It's like, you know, the law says don't do this, but we do it. You know what I mean? It's just what we do. It's what we do. We signed up for this life. We're minorities.
I almost bought that car, man. I should have bought that car instead of that fucking Honda. Man. You know what else happened to me with that Honda? This is what. Okay, so it was like I could drive it maybe a couple blocks with that Accord, right? So I used to have a bike, so I used to bike it to work. And I don't know if you remember this day. I don't think you were with us, but I fucking bike. And before I got to I got like maybe like to Kingsley and shit, which is probably like 5 blocks down by Cactus, you know, like around there. And I got hit by a car. I got hit by a fucking car. The motherfucker made a left trying to beat traffic. I did a flip. I'm a fat piece of shit. How am I gonna do a flip? You know? I fucking flipped, fell down, called off work, and I was just limping home with the bike. And I called up my homie. I'm like, it was fucking white boy. I was like, hey, yo, can you pick me up? He was like, why? What happened? You tire pot? Oh, no, I got hit by a car. Fucking picks me up, right? He's like, dude, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm fine. Like, I can't lift my arm up, but it's cool. You know, the ambulance said I was fine. Nothing's broken. And that day with that Accord, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to work. Let's go to Wingstop, man. Let's right here on fucking Santa Monica. Let's do it. And it was me, for sure. Howell, he was there. I'm going to say our homie Jay and Storage was there too. And,
so you know who Storage is.
Yeah.
You know
and Lil D.
Nice.
And they were like, fuck it, yeah, we all fit, let's go get some wings, right? We go, we make it, we start eating and shit, and we're about to bounce. Right when we get in the car don't start. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, we're so close to home. Like, you know, turn the fuck on. Wouldn't turn on. And then I'm like, and Lil D goes like, you want me to call my dad? He can come give me a jump. And I'm like, yeah, for sure. Comes over, gives us a jump, and he goes like, it's not working. I don't think it's a battery. And I was like, well, what is it then? He's like, well, it's the car. Like, you know, you need a new car. And I was just like, but how do I get home with this, you know? Like, how? He's like, oh, pues sabes qué? Ni modo, you know, like call a tow truck or whatever, you know? So he bounced, right? And then everybody's just there like, you know, like, what are we gonna do? Storage goes like, hey man, we're not that far, we can push it. And I'm like, I just got hit by a car. He goes like, don't worry, man, you steer. I was like, all right, cool. I'm like, I'm down to do that. So I get in the front seat, and we got Howell, Jay, Storage, a Lil D pushing. And they're pushing and everything. And we're like, all right, bro, we're going to hit Wilton because it's a less busy street. We're going to go straight down, make a left, and then we're going to fucking go down Gramercy. Start pushing, right? Halfway through Wilton, I'm like, it's pretty far, man. It's pretty far. We pull up to fucking Gramercy, and Gramercy is kind of like a downhill to uphill. Like, not too bad, but like, you know. But we saw that uphill, and these motherfuckers were like, oh shit, you know. They start pushing and everything. We're like, we gotta speed this bitch up. They start going fucking ham. And then we get to the hill, and they barely fucking made that shit. And we pull up on my driveway, and we're like, hey, man, we fucking made it. And these fuckers are all sweating, fucking drenched in fucking sweat and everything. Fucking all gooey and nasty. I'm just like, hey, thanks, guys. Man, I'm sorry, this piece of shit don't work.
Them motherfuckers must have been
any of y'all
ripped.
got a fucking car? No, man, I got a fucking car, bitch. Oh, man, but that car, I got rid of that shit like...
Yeah, ASAP. ASAP, man. Fucking cars, dude. And when the car don't work, what happened? My ass goes straight to the motherfucking bus. So I had to sell my motherfucking iTouch for financial reasons in high school. All right?
Why'd you ask your mom for money?
Because I had to sell my iTouch in a high school for financial reasons. So, I went to go sell my iTouch. I went to go sell it to one of my cousins. But because I don't really see that often. I live in Koreatown. Y'all don't know where Koreatown is? Beverly and motherfucking Western. It starts and then go on.
Yeah, it's like the north side of Koreatown.
Shit like that, you know? But this motherfucker lives in Slauson, man. And I took the bus all the way over there, dude. Oh my God. And it wasn't Slauson. He's like, oh yeah. I went to his house, which is like by USC, which is already fucking far. And it's like by like Exposition, right? Like Exposition or some shit like that. So he's like, oh, I'm not at my house. I'm at my girlfriend's house, man. God damn it. God damn it. So I go to fucking where his girlfriend is, which is like on Gage and some shit, and I've never been around that area. And I literally don't know which way is fucking up. God damn it. So like I get off the bus and eventually I kind of like find my way. I call him and it's like, oh yeah, follow my voice. I don't know. It was just like I was able to. I was just able to. I called him and he made everything better. All right, that's how. Like yeah, and he was like, oh yeah, just turn this way, go that way, keep going straight. You'll see me. I haven't seen him in the longest, but I saw him and sold him my iTouch and now he's like, all right, bye. I'm like.
How?
No,
Which way?
Now I have like $200 and I'm walking in the neighborhood I've never been in. Now I'm not trying to down talk Slauson, but you know, it's out there, you know? So I was like, oh shit, son. I'm caught up over there. I'm like, fuck. Well, fucking, I just gotta take the bus back. I know which way, just make it back home, you know? Nothing happened to me, but I'm on the bus, right? I'm going back home and shit. And I'm sitting down. Then a motherfucker gets off of the bus. I have my earphones on and shit. I'm not paying attention. I look to the side of me and there's a big ass fucking kitchen knife that this motherfucking left. Like this motherfucker left a big ass kitchen knife right on the fucking bus. Like just right there. He bounced. He left, but he left it right next to me. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. I'm looking at all the doñas looking at me and shit. I'm like, oh. I will leave this fucking bus right now, dude. So I just switched to like the next seat. And yeah, I rode home and I got safe. And I'm sorry that didn't end any better than that, but thank God it didn't get any worse than that. Dude, I could have been convicted of a crime.
I feel you on the bus thing, man. Dude, I remember when I used to take the bus, the 207, I remember I was supposed to go to a fucking party once. As a kid, you're like, you know, we'll party, have 2 beers, 3 beers, and everything, you get fucked up quick or whatever. But anyways, I bought new clothes, had a fresh tee, had some new baggy ass jeans, you know, because that's how I used to dress, and some new DC shoes. And I was like right there waiting for the 207 by the 7-Eleven. I'm like, all right, time to go. Take the 207. I'm supposed to get off on King Boulevard. And I'm like, all right, get off on King and take that bus down. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm a bit tired, you know. I don't know why I was tired, but I was. So I took a little nap. Took a little nap in that bitch. The little nap turned into a sleep because I passed King Boulevard. And I passed all the other streets after. And next thing you know, I got the bus driver waking me up. He's like, hey, last stop, get out. And I'm like, what the fuck? What happened? I look up and I'm like, what the fuck? And then he was like, get out, last stop. And I'm like, oh, okay. Get off the bus and I look at the street. The fucking streets aren't blue anymore. They're fucking green. And I'm like, where the fuck am I? Dude, it's at 111th Street. I was like, I didn't even know y'all went this far. I was like, fuck.
I thought we were in another city after this.
I was like, holy shit. Oh my God. I started walking down and I see a bunch of gangsters like everywhere, like in their Porsche and everything. And I'm like, I'm bald. Not by choice. I fucking got a big ass shirt. I got fucking baggy ass jeans and brand new shoes. And I sit at the bus stop. I'm like, okay, well, obviously this fucker came from this way. So I need to go this way. I'm gonna just wait for the bus over here. And I'm like sitting down and I'm like, Oh man, I'm gonna get jacked. I was like, fuck. I got my flip phone that's not even mine, it's my mom's. I was like, fuck, dude. And then they called me, my friends, they were like, you know, hey, where are you? You're supposed to be here like an hour ago. What happened? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I'm in another city, God. Like, I'm not fucking home. Oh my God, dude, I was so fucking terrified. And then, you know how sometimes like the bus will stop in this stop and then they have to turn and then the next one, like the other way, will start earlier? Well, I missed the first bus. I missed it because I was at the wrong stop. That shit goes somewhere else. So I fucking had to walk down the ghetto and shit by my damn self and finally caught the bus. And I was so fucking shooken up, even though nothing happened to me. I was so fucking scared that when I got on the bus, I was just like, I'm just gonna go home. I was like, fuck the party, man. I told her, I was like, I'm not going. Guess what? Something happened. Yeah, emergency. Make it up in your head. I'm not fucking going. Fucking went home, dude. Got out the bus, came home. My mom was like, what happened? And I thought you were at the party. Wasn't your dad supposed to pick you up? And I was just like, oh, I just didn't want to go no more. Like, fuck that shit, dude. But, dude, that shit was fucking scary, man. I don't even know how old I was. I was probably like 14. First of all, no 14-year-old should be by the damn self. You know, like, fuck that shit, dude. Oh, man. But yeah, fuck the bus.
Well, I was waiting one time on the bus, and then fucking, like, I got banged on. Like, I got banged on, like, talking to my mom. Yeah, and then I could see him looking at me. So, I'm talking to the phone with my mom. On the phone with my mom. I talking on the phone, so I could see on the corner of my eye some guys looking like, fucking looking at me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not even gonna acknowledge that he's looking at me.
You don't even look like a gangster.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm still talking to him. I mean, my mom, and then he just comes up to me. Goes, hey, what's up, fool? You bang? I'm like, hold on, mom. What? You bang? Oh, nah, man. Yeah, mom. And I completely just turned around and, you know, you can't really do that shit, dude. So, in conclusion, you need a fucking car to avoid shit like that.
Yeah. Hey, do you remember, like, all right, this is like before we had cars too, and we used to take the bus everywhere. And we were getting high as fuck.
All kinds of people.
This is like when I used to smoke. Mm-hmm. So I had about a dub. For those who don't know, y'all motherfucking new people and shit, dubs were $20. And that was a lot back then.
For us, at least.
How much is that, like, in a baggie?
I don't even know, man. It
was
at least a gram.
All right, a gram.
Sure, maybe two. Yeah.
But anyways, but we were in the back of Van Ness, and I was packing that bitch up in a bowl, and we start toking that shit up, right? And I'm like, this is when I first had a job, I think. I was probably like 18 or some shit. And we were like smoking and everything, and I'm like, dude, I'm pretty high as fuck. Let's keep doing this shit. And I kept packing it, right? Keep smoking. And then we take the bus down to Beverly. I'm like, dude, we need to go to a Citibank so I could cash in my check and we can go eat. And then I start tripping out. On the way over there and shit, I start tripping out. And I'm like, you know, and you're like, no, you're good. And I was like, all right, cool. All right, I think I'm good. Then we head up to the Citibank. And we walk in, I don't know if you remember, but I was like, I need to get in line. And you're like, all right, I'm gonna wait outside. And I was like, all right, cool, wait outside. And I'm like, I'm standing in line and I'm just like, oh man, these people are looking at me, man. They're fucking looking. Like, they know I'm high. And my fucking knee starts buckling. And I'm like, you know, that little buckle, and like, you almost fall, but it keeps doing it. And I'm like, I can't stand straight, man. And I keep going, and I'm like shaking and everything. I'm like, oh my God, oh, my legs don't work, you know? And then I fucking look at the window and you walk in. You're like walking in and you're like fucking wiping your face and everything. So and then you sit down and you start rubbing your knees and I'm just like, what the fuck? And then you start going like, they're outside. You know, like someone's outside. Oh. And then I go and I'm like, dude, they're not gonna give me my money. I'd be like, this guy's on drugs. We're gonna call the police, man. The fucking that shit. We're not gonna give him money. I cashed that bitch in. Out. Hell yeah, dude. I cashed that bitch. I'm like, I got paid by my job. This is it. I want it in cash. And then they're like, do you have ID? I was like, for what? Like, why do you need that? You know, like what the fuck? They're like, oh, we need to see if this is you, blah, blah, and all this shit. So I pull out my ID, give it to him and everything, and I'm like, and then they start putting out the money, and I start smiling like a fucking idiot. Like, oh, I got away with something. No, I didn't. I'm just doing a fucking job.
Well, that's our anxiety.
Yeah, dude. And then she like handed out money, and I'm like, oh, thank you. Knee still buckling and shit. I'm fucking walking and shaking, and fuck, you're over there right there fucking grinding your knees and shit. I'm like, what happened? He was like, they're outside, man. They're fucking looking at us. They're waiting for us or some bullshit or everything. We fucking bounced, dude. And I was just like, we need to stop doing that outside.
I remember what I was thinking too. I remember I was outside chilling, and for some reason I could think that everybody was looking at me. And cause look, let me tell you something. This is how it went down. Did I disconnect the mic? Am I still connected? All right. This is how it went down in my head. All right, because I watch so many fucking movies. All right. Me and Milton are walking. Milton looks like a gangbanger. I look like his little buddy right there, all right? I look like his little buddy. He goes, all right, man. I'm gonna go inside and rob them. You wait out here. That's literally how it looked in my head. I know how he went in. He's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go cash out my shit and I'll be inside. I'm like, for sure. He goes inside. He looks banged the fuck out. I'm outside standing in front like I'm keeping lookout. If anybody wants to come in, I'm gonna drop the heat on the motherfuckers, all right? I'm gonna drop the heat on those motherfuckers. But I'm looking around, and in my head I'm like, oh my God, everybody looks like they think I'm gonna rob this bitch because this fool just went in and I just like kept lookout outside. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of shit is that? You know, that's how I think in my head. That's movie mode. That's full on movie mode right there, dude. I was full on just exaggerating like a motherfucker. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go inside, make it look less suspicious. As I go in, I'm like, ooh, they think this is it now. They think this is it.
And luckily nobody.
5 seconds.
Luckily nobody asked you like, is everything okay? Or
No,
some shit.
yeah, dude. So,
fucking
I was tripping the fuck out, man. Oh man. And when I'm high, I think in full movie mode, man. My shit is like, I go beyond like ways of thinking and shit. So one time I was in my room, right? Late night, everybody was gone. Joshua left, my mom left. They were out night. I don't know where the fuck they were out, but they were all
by
out.
yourself?
I was at home by myself. I was getting ready to go to sleep. Of course, in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna get high while watching TV. One of my favorite TV shows, Modern Family. All right, so
I love Modern Family.
there is a gay couple in the show,
Cam
and Mitchell.
Mitch.
Cam is from Missouri. So in this episode, they're out in Missouri visiting fucking family and shit. I'm watching this episode and I'm out there getting high. You know, my lights turned off and I got my window open though, you know. And I'm chilling, my bed is right up against the window, so I'm chilling with my head kind of against the window, so I could hear everything outside and shit. So I'm watching the show, and they're in Missouri, so I guess tornadoes are just a thing that happens over there. You know, it's not no big deal. So they play those sirens that go down in movies at the end, you know? And I guess because it's no big deal out there, they were not reacting in the show. You know, so in my head, like, I know I hear that. I know I hear that. But nobody's reacting in the show. You know, in my head, I'm like, there's no way there could be like a nuclear holocaust or some shit because nobody, like, I live on the bottom floor and nobody upstairs was like losing their mind and just stumbling around. You know, I'm thinking I would hear like, grab your shit like that. You know, I was thinking I would hear people do that shit. And I'm like, no fucking way, man. And nobody's tripping out in the fucking, in the show. So I'm like, nah. So I get up and all like shook up and I pause this bitch and it stops. And I'm like, and it just stops. I immediately knew it. I was like, and yeah, like, fuck. I immediately was just like, I kind of like paused for a moment and like listen and see like, oh shit, are they here? Like, you know, fuck, man, you know?
Did you continue smoking?
Maybe it was the North Koreans or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, dude. Yeah.
Hey, remember when we
I did keep smoking though. To answer your question. I did. Oh, it's the fucking show. What the fuck are they on that they're not listening to this right now?
The time you were fucking around too, and like this was like at your house too. This is when we were younger. I think we were still in high school, but you were still grounded. because you were like smoking, right? And then I told you, and you hit me up. You're like, "Hey man, nobody's home. Come through. Let's smoke. You know, let's fucking smoke."
I remember.
And I was like, "Yo, I'm fucking down." So I grabbed the fucking weed, come through, and we start smoking, right? And you're like, "Hey, let's keep smoking that shit." We're listening to Pink Floyd, Cluster One.
Yes,
remember that shit?
Yes.
And then I'm like, "Oh, dude," and you're like, "Let's keep packing that shit." I'm like, "Dude, I gotta go home, cuz. Like, what the fuck?" But then we were like, let's order food. So I was like, all right. And then at this time, Melrose Cafe was open. Remember that shit? That shit was on Melrose and Western. It's closed now. I don't know what happened. But we got large pizza and fucking, what was it, potato wedges?
Yeah.
For each of us, right? And they took forever, dude. They took forever. And I guess my fat ass orders from there too much that they went to my house. They already knew, oh, Milton, el gordito, el peloncito.
They're like Maplewood. They said our street. They're like, what?
They went over there trying to deliver that shit. My dad's calling me and shit. And he's like, hey, yo, what's up, man? Do you order food here for us? Or like, is this yours? And I was like, oh, tell them to go down to 5012, down the block. You know, I'll be waiting outside. Fucking bring the food and everything. We're like eating and shit. And then like, you got your fucking juice or whatever. And then you pulled a me. Oh, my mom's here. Let's make it panic or whatever and everything, right? And then he was like, oh, I'm just kidding. And I was like, oh, all right. Funny, Brandon, whatever the fuck. Start eating again, you know, eating the pizza and shit. And then you go to the window. You're like, what the fuck was that, man? You heard that? It was like a cardboard, huh? I was like, nah, man, it's shit. You go to the window. Dude, it's my mom.
What else can happen? It's horrible.
Like, shut the fuck up. He's like, no, get the fuck out of here. No, like, it's for real, for real. And I'm like, and I start fucking chunking out the food. And you're like, please don't die. No, this isn't time. And then you start going like, okay, go to my room, go to the closet. 1 knock means stay. 2 knocks means go out the window. And I was just like, bitch, how the fuck am I gonna remember that? And you're like, no, there's a large pizza. She won't believe I ate this by myself. And then you're like, fuck it, we're caught. We're fucking caught.
I am very quick to admit defeat. You're
like, we're fucking caught. It's over. It's fucking over. And I'm like, no, I can do it. He's like, no, Milton. It don't matter. You don't understand. She's by the door, opening the door. This is it. We are done. And then, I'm like, oh my God. And she walks in and she looks like, you son of a bitch.
Oh my God.
You fucking betrayed me. And I was just like, oh, no. She didn't walk in, right? She saw me walking out
first because you said, I'm going to tell her that I was printing something out, but you were going to walk out. All right, man, I'll print that thing out later. That's what you said.
And I said that and I walked out. You're like, yeah, man. Oh, hi, Mom. Yeah,
dude,
she gave that look, though. She gave that look like, you motherfucker. You know? And then she went inside, you went inside, and I'm like breathing in the front house, man. And I'm starting to walk down. My high is gone. That shit was long fucking gone. If you ever want to get rid of a high, get scared, you know? So I'm like walking down, and then you come back out, and you're like, hey, my mom says to come back. And I was like, no. I was like, I don't want to. I was like, hell no, I don't fucking want to. And you're like, dude, come back. She said to finish your food. And I'm like, I'm not hungry. I was like, hell no, I'm not fucking hungry. Dude, and then you're like, come on, please come back. Dude, I walk in, and his mom's sitting on the couch, and she's like, I'm not mad at you. And I'm like, okay. Thank God for that. She was like, I'm just mad at him for lying and this and that. And I was just like, okay. Thank God. I sit down and I start getting the food and I'm fucking shaking.
You really were, dude. You really were.
I was trying to drink the juice. Brandon's like, come on, man, eat. And I'm like, I fucking can't. I was like, I don't want to. I can't, dude. I'm sorry, man. He was just like, yeah, me neither, man. He did. And I was just like, well, I'm full. I'm going to go home. And Brandon, bye-bye.
Yeah, I got my ass chewed out later.
Oh, my God.
Fuck.
I was so fucking scared that day. Oh, my God. Oh, that day was fucking horrible.
There was one time I thought I was dead when I was high. And I was like, so I was me. It was my good friend Posey, and it was my brother, and it was James.
I was there too.
You were there too?
Yeah.
So our good friend Jonathan was there too. We're driving around Laurel Canyon. So Posey and my brother are in the front. They're driving and Posey's giving directions to my brother and shit like that, you know? Uh-huh. So I'm in the back and we're stoned. And this is at the time, like, when, you know, people who smoke weed and, you know, who used to smoke weed, remember that when you would just get so fucking high off just probably one blunt, you just be stoned.
Yeah,
like,
man,
stoned to the
like
bone.
before,
Okay,
yeah.
well, we probably smoked like 2 blunts, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So imagine
so
that.
you know
what I
damn
mean?
well
so we
you're
were
high
flying
as fuck.
high and we were just going through Laurel Canyon, watching the mountains and all that shit, you know, going down. And we got like music bumping and everything's loud and shit. And so I hear somebody say, Brandon left? You know, up front, I think Posey said Brandon left. And I hear that, and I'm like, I'm right here. Nobody says anything. And then in my head, like, cause I'm high, I don't even try again. I go into fucking movie mode again, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm fucking dead. And this is my soul right here watching my friends kick it as I'm dead and my life goes by. And so nobody paid attention to that shit. And because I was like really scared, I scream again, but even fucking louder in the car. I'm right here. I go, what the fuck? And I turn it up. And I go, oh my God. You guys said and I'm like, oh my God, you guys said Brandon left. They said no, right or left. I was like, oh, fuck, dude, I thought I was dead for a moment. I thought it was It's a Wonderful Life type shit, you know what I mean? I was like, oh shit, man, you know what I mean, dude? It was fuck, dude. I thought my soul was just chilling with them. You know, I was just watching my friend's life go by as I was dead. As I was dead.
Right or left.
And when I tell you I screamed in that car, I was like, I'm right here. And this was in Joshua's Tercel. So this was that little 4-door, right? This was that little 4-door. Oh, man. Dude, they all scream like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy over here, man?
Oh my God.
Another time I could have died when I was smoking weed and shit was I was getting high at Astro's house. We're getting high in his living room. We're just getting stoned. And me and Astro are both potheads, so we're just smoking, you know? So we're getting super, super fucking high. And like, I'm excited while we're getting high and shit. And he goes to his room real quick, and I think he's like rolling a joint or some shit. And I'm hitting a pipe, and the pipe had a cherry. So I'm like excited, you know, because like if you're a smoker and there's a cherry and you're like smoking with people, you're like, cherry, keep it on. So I hit that cherry. I'm holding my breath, but I'm sitting on the couch while he's in his room. I stand up. I kind of like walk real fast to his room. And I go, hey, cherry. You know, I walk real fast, and he kind of looks at me like, what the fuck? Like, you know? And I give it to him, and then I'm gonna walk out his room, and then I feel myself get lightheaded. And then what I thought was I was gonna go and put my hands on his wall, which was right next to like the door, like, you know, the door hole. Uh-huh. And I missed because I completely blacked out and fainted and just fell right through completely on the ground. Boom! You know, hit my head.
Cherry.
Bah. Yep. And fucking fell and fainted and completely just, boom, slammed my face right on his fucking ground. And so then he panicked. I don't know if he panicked, but he like was like, what the fuck just happened right now?
I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And he kind of thought I was joking because like, yeah, I don't know. I guess he thought I was joking. And so then he goes and he kind of like grabs me by like the collar, like the hair and shit. I don't remember so much. It was like, I think it was my hair. And he grabbed my hair, he pulled me up. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm still dazed and confused and shit. And I kind of push him off and I go, what the fuck, man? I'm just trying to sleep. And he goes, what? And I go, yeah, man, what the fuck is fucking sleeping? He goes, and he kind of just stands there, he just backs away a little bit. And then I'm like, what the fuck? And I kind of like, I'm still sitting on the ground, so I lean my back against the wall, you know? And he's like standing up. And then in my head, I was thinking that I was sitting down on the floor with my back leaned against the wall. and that I fell asleep and that I just slid down and, knocked out. That's what I thought happened for some reason. And then I'm sitting there dazed and confused, like, why is he looking at me like that for like a cool 10 seconds? And I go, and I realized, and I go, hey, I just fainted. And he goes, yeah, fool. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he just starts bursting out into laughter. Like, I guess now knowing that I'm okay or whatever, he just burst out into laughter. And I was like, oh my fucking God, man. I just fucking fainted right now. Like, I had no idea. It's the first and only time I've ever fainted.
Dude, with Astro too, I remember this one I had stopped smoking. This motherfucker, we used to smoke and walk around the neighborhood? And smoke around the neighborhood? He was walking, he had a blunt. And he was like, hey, brother, you want to hit? And I was just like, nah, man, I'm good, man. I'm done smoking. And he was like, all right, keep walking, right? And he pulls out a pipe and he starts packing it. He was like, hey, bro, you want to hit? And I was like, nah, man, I'm good, man. He was he's just being nice and offering, right?
Yeah.
And he pulls out a fucking joint. And he was like, hey, brother, you want to hit? And I was just like, nah, bro, like, I'm good. And we already walked, like, around the whole fucking neighborhood or wherever the fuck. And we get to his house, walk upstairs and everything. Everybody's just chilling. And he goes like, pulls out his bong and he had ice in it. I have never seen that in my life. I was like, that looks cool. He goes like, hey, bro, you want to hit? I was like, hell yeah. I was like, I want to try that shit. And I took a hit and it felt so fresh. It was like winter fresh with weed on your fucking throat. And I was like, holy fuck, Took a couple hits, and I was like, I'm pretty fucking high. And I passed out. I fucking knocked the fuck out on the floor, the ass up, face down, and everything, Everybody was gone. It was just me and him. And he wakes me up. He goes like, hey, brother, like, you should go home, man. Like, it's getting kind of late. And I was like, oh, fuck. I didn't even know I passed out. I was like, all right, for sure. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking high. Like, I'm pretty fucking high. But I'm walking home, I'm walking down Clinton and everything. And then I see fucking cops, like, close down Maplewood. They closed down the fucking street on Maplewood and Wilton, dude. They closed that bitch down, and I see them, and I'm walking towards it, and I'm just like, oh, fuck. They're here for me. Like, what the fuck? And I'm walking, and I'm like, okay. No, you're good. So I fucking cross the street, and the cop looks at me like, what the fuck are you doing, And I'm like, I live over here. And they're like, all right, go ahead. And I was just like, oh, shit. Okay, you got away with it. Hell yeah, I feel good and everything. And then I see fucking cops everywhere on fucking Gramercy and like the whole block and everything. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm walking up and all the fucking neighbors are there. And all the neighbors are little metiches and everything and all that bullshit and everything. And at this time, my dad lived on Gramercy and he was right there in the corner. And I was just like, I can't see my dad. Motherfucker gonna get mad, trip the fuck out, right? But then everybody goes like, hey, Junior, hey, yeah, your dad's over there, your dad. And I was like, yeah, shut the fuck up. Like, fuck, dude. And then my dad's like, hey, ¿qué onda? And he like goes like, come over here, And I'm like, fuck. I'm still fucking high, So I walk towards him and he starts telling me, oh, this guy stole a car and he's locked out over here. The cops have him surrounded and all this bullshit, right? And I'm just like, cool. And I keep like taking a step away from him. And he's looking at me, and this is like before my dad knew, like, that I even knew what marijuana was, And he looks at me, he's like, what? And he starts like fucking staring. I'm just like, he was like, ¿qué hiciste? And I was just like, con mis amigos? Like,
you were in a
chilling,
stutter. You were,
And he's like, did you? And I was just like, a little bit. I was like, fucking. I was like,
un poquito, Pepecito, un poquito.
He already fucking knows my eyes were bloodshot red, and he fucking grabs me from the shit. He's like, "Fumaste mota?" And I was just like, yes. Like, I was like, I don't fucking know what to say. And he fucking like shoved me. He's like, go down, go to your mom, tell your mom, go talk to your mom, and other shit. I was like, okay. And I'm walking away and I look at him and he's like fucking like red. My dad's dark. You could tell when he's red. So I look at him, I love you, Dad. Fucking walk away. He didn't say I love you back. He was mad. I fucking walk inside. I'm like, holy shit, he's gonna kill me. I'm like in the house. I'm like you know when you do that whole look in the mirror, everything's gonna be okay. You know that bullshit or whatever. I was doing that, and I hit up my girl at the time. I'm just like, hey yo, I just got caught doing this. What do I do? And I'm like, well, like there's nothing you can do. I'm like, that doesn't fucking help me. You know, some bullshit, man. Luckily, he gave me just a lecture or anything. He kind of like, you know, he was mad, he yelled, but fuck, dude. I was so fucking scared, man. And my dad, he looks like Homer Simpson when he's mad. I pop out of his fucking head, dude. Fuck.
Oh, man.
All right, man. So, that's all I got for this one.
So 4.
Yeah.
Cheers.
At 4, homie.
Episode 4, man.
Cheers, man.
Yeah.
It's another good one. Stay thirsty, my friend.
TM.